Hello, welcome to yet another lesson. Today our lesson is going to be on the sources and then forms of energy. Sources and then forms of energy. First of all, let me ask you, do you know what energy is? What is energy? What is energy? Energy has been widely defined as the ability to do work. The ability to do work. It means the strength that you use to do work. The strength you use in doing something. Okay. Now, how are we able to perform activities such as jumping, walking, pulling, etc.? So energy is that thing that gives us the strength to do all these things. Okay. Every one of us needs strength to do our daily activities. We need strength when we are walking, when we are playing. We need strength when we are to clean our home or our school. We also need strength to play. If you have strength, it means you have energy. So as I said, energy is the ability to do work or the strength to do work. Now we get energy from so many things. Okay, the things that gives us energy are called sources of energy. Now we get energy from food. We get energy from food. So let's take this scenario and see. What do you think will happen to a person who does not eat for a long time? Do you know what will happen? Well, the person will become weak and he will not be able to do anything, because it is the energy in the food that gives him the strength to do everything. Okay, so this means that we get energy from food. Okay, food gives us energy to work and then play. Now the second scenario is this. What will happen when a car runs out of fuel? The car will stop. This is because there is no fuel in the car. Cars get energy from fuel. Cars get energy to move from the fuel they use. Okay, so basically human beings get energy from food. Cars get energy from the fuel they use. Now, what are the use of energy? We use energy to work. We use energy to write and draw. We use energy to cook. The gas that mommy uses to cook is energy. We use energy to run. When you are running, you need energy. When you are playing, you need energy. When you are reading your books, you need energy. Okay. Now there are differences between hot and then cold items. There are differences between hot and cold items. That is what you're going to look at right now. Sorry. So everything everything around us is either hot or cold. Now let's mention some of the things you know that are usually hot. So for instance, fire. You know fire is hot. Okay, so fire is hot. You know the sun is hot. Okay, now how about things that are cold? Ice cubes, they are cold. Ice cream is cold. Iced water is cold. Chilled drinks, they are all cold. Okay, now we are going to look at pictures below. They are examples of things that are usually hot or cold. So the examples of things that are usually hot or that are usually cold, are, like I mentioned, ice cream, cold drinks, and ice cubes. They are usually cold. Now let's look at examples of things that are usually hot, like the hot water, hot tea, and fire log. Okay, they are all hot items or materials. Now we can also make things like ice cream remain cold for a long time. To do this, we need to keep them in the fridge. We need to keep them in the fridge or an ice chest for some time, so that they will be cold for a longer period. We can also make other things warm. So if you want to make something warm, for instance, you can place a saucepan in the sun, and after about 30 minutes, when you go back and touch it, you realize that the saucepan is hot or warm. So we use heat from the sun to make things warm. When you put an object in the sun, the object becomes what? Warm. Alright, this is the end of the lesson, and then there are key points that we need to remember. So let us always remember that energy is the strength we need to do work, and we get energy from places known as sources of energy. Food gives us energy. We use food flags to keep things warm or cold. We use ice chests to keep things warm or cold. Right. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Until then, keep on reading your book consistently. See you later.